So this is Martin Sherzad. Now that's not actually your real name, is it?
No.
It's half your real name. What's your real name?
My real name is Martin Sherzad.
But you decided to call yourself Martin in this country.
Yeah. I have, when I came to Sweden, I lived in a camp with other guys in Lund. And I have been there, like for a month or over a month. Then a family came one day to the camp, and they have decided that I should live with them. And when I moved with them, so like somehow everything went really fast. So the foster family dad, that I call him still Papa, he told me that if it's okay with me, that he should change my name from Medi to Martin. And I said it's fine by me. So exactly, I have just lived at their house one day, the day after, and my name got changed from Medi to Martin. So, and I got his aftername and somehow, so my name was Martin Karlsson for a while. And then after a while I recognized it, that it's not really me. So I totally respect them, and I said that I'm going to keep Martin, but I have to have my own last name.
Right.
So I kept, Martin Sherzad.
Now, how long have you lived in Sweden now?
I think it's almost 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah, exactly.
What made you leave Afghanistan?
There was, lots of problems that each and everybody is having in Afghanistan, made me that leave my country. And the reason was like lots of problems with the family, and problem with the society, and the most important thing that it was, like there wasn't any future in Afghanistan. I didn't have any future in Afghanistan. So, and there is some real reason that I can't tell at this interview.
But did you feel that the society was unsafe there?
Yeah.
For everyone.
For everybody. The society, Afghan society, is totally unsafe, and there wasn't any future for any young generation, because we didn't have any rights for education. We didn't have any, when you're poor in Afghanistan, you're not anything. You're not even going to count as human. So it was really bad. I didn't have rights for education. I have to work and support my family after, because my father, he is not alive. And I lost my father when I was 10 years old.
And you started working then?
Yeah, and then I became like the man of the family, because in Afghanistan the culture thing is like that the woman doesn't have the right to work outside the house. So I got, the responsibility of my family. Then I was the man of the family, then I had to support them.
How can you support your family when you're 10 years old?
Yeah, I was at the streets trying to sell chewing gum and trying to sell, energy drinks. So that was what I could to support them.
And what made you decide to leave the country altogether?
The biggest reason that made me to leave Afghanistan was that I couldn't see any future there.
But how old were you then when you left?
I was 13 years old.
And you were alone?
Yeah, I was totally alone.
So you had no friends or brothers or anyone else that was ready to leave at the same time?
No, we couldn't afford it. My mom and I could barely afford my costs to came from Afghanistan, smuggling.
Yes, you were smuggled. Yeah. How far? How far did you go with smugglers?
I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was until Greece. So until Greece we could afford to have smuggler.
Yeah.
But then from there we couldn't afford it anymore.
Then you were on your own.
Yeah.
But was it the first part of the journey that you felt was more dangerous? Was it before Greece or after Greece that was more dangerous?
The entire journey was really dangerous, but most before Greece, because you're in, like it's mountains and basically the entire, Iran and Turkey borders, they're really tough. They are not showing any mercy at all. And so that's I can say that before Greece was the toughest.
But what kind of things, like for someone who lives in Sweden today, they don't really understand what it's like to do this kind of traveling. What kinds of things would happen? It's like, how do you live from day to day?
During the smuggling, you mean?
Yeah, during your travels.
Yeah. It's the toughest that you're going to live, and you're going to be locked in the basement with no food, no water, and you're going to be, like at the back of the van for like 20 hours or more than 20 hours, no food, no water, and probably you're going to be in a dark room, locked for 20 hours or more than 20 hours, and that is, like the parts that you have to be always on your guard. You can't trust nobody, and you're not supposed to have any friends, because in that way, that in the journey way, I don't know, like you can't afford to have any friends at all.
What was the worst part? What was there any sort of rock bottom moment where you said, I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to survive this journey?
Yeah, there was, I'm pretty sure that it was during the mountains, that it was at the middle of the night that we were trying to cross the Turkish border. So we were between Iran and Turkey, and we were in a big group and with the families, and there was, like lots of things that I heard people were telling stories, but when you're seeing by your own eyes, that's something, else that you're witnessing with your own eyes. So it's like total shocking, and something really terrible happened that night while we were crossing the border.
Can you share some of that?
I can't, yeah. And it was a family member that had struggling to climb the mountain, and he couldn't climb the mountain, and the entire group of the travelers that was with us, they decided that we have to leave them behind. So we just left them in the mountains, and the smugglers wasn't ready to take any responsibilities.
They didn't care.
They didn't care. They just only care about their money.
So you've been here for 6 years, but I imagine it's pictures like that you never really get out of your head.
No. It's like stuck for the rest of my life, I think.
And then, so you were traveling for about
8 months.
8 months.
Yeah, 7.5,
Yeah.
between 7 and 8 months.
Yeah. And what was it like to suddenly be part of a family in Sweden, a foster family, and start school? Was that a total culture shock?
It was totally, like the entire life was just, it was a shock. The moment that I came to the Sweden and I went to a camp, the place that guys are living, and I got free food, like personal, the staff that working there at the night, they offered me, like a free banana. And that was, the most shocking thing. And I was like, the entire way, people just wanted to take from me. And I have camera right now. The first thing that I'm getting is a free banana. So,
you thought it was a trick.
Yeah, it was a trick. So I was like, I couldn't trust it 100%. And the other guys, I'm seeing that guys are eating that and this, and it's totally free. So, I'm pretty sure that I hadn't eaten in 2 days or something like that. So I took as many bananas as I could.
So that was a good banana,
yeah,
banana.
Yeah, the best banana that I have ever tasted.
Now, if you look, because now there are lots of boys and young men from many war-torn countries. how do you feel now about sort of living in Sweden? Do you feel like there are opportunities?
Yes, I totally believe that there is still opportunities for those that are running after opportunities. You know, those who want to have an opportunity, there is, but there is also some guys that are coming newly to Sweden and are representing the refugees in really bad ways. That it's it's a not good picture that they are showing to the society of Sweden. That it's not worth to invest on us.
But hopefully, or presumably, most of the people that come are trying to take advantage of the chances they have here.
Yeah.
Huh. Now, you were the person I interviewed the most when I was writing the book, The Same Stars. Is Assad's journey similar to yours?
Yeah, it is.
Because you both worked in the carpet factory. I got that from you.
Yeah.
When knotting the carpets with children, all the child workers.
Exactly.
And some of the information we got from other people. So you are not Assad.
No, I'm not Assad.
So he's a combination of people.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
You can say that it's pretty accurate. It's pretty it's factually correct.
Yeah, it's totally factually correct. If you're going to read the book or you're going to listen to the audio book, and if you're a refugee, I'm 100% sure that you're going to cry at some part of the book, that's the exactly thing that it's happened. But if it's not happened to you, you have witnessed that thing that have happened to somebody else. So yeah, I can say that it's like the story of the entire people who are, refugee at Sweden or any other European country.
So it's not even just from Afghanistan. Like you think that people who have come from other countries could also relate.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your life and your background with us.
Thank you.